killer, a born sinner. I know gorillas, they squeeze bananas, but he beats for dinner. That's an oxymoron. I stopped messing with some niggas morons.
What is up, guys? I'm Miss First Day with a Dash, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're getting into some cooking. I hope and I pray and I dot my T's that I don't burn down the house. Nah, I ain't gonna burn down the house. I ain't gonna burn. Well, that one time I had burnt a little bit of wood. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. So today, we're gonna get into some pasta, some chicken Alfredo pasta. I like to call it BB's famous pasta, but we just gonna say chicken Alfredo pasta. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, or if you're actually doing this with me, don't sit back and relax. You wanna get the hell up, get your ingredients in order, get your everything out that you need to get, and don't really leave that stove, or else you gonna be the one that's burning the house down. So let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's go. Guys, we want to start off making sure that we have all of our ingredients. You don't necessarily have to use these same ingredients, but these are the ingredients that I use to make my pasta. So the complete seasoning, the black ground pepper, the cayenne pepper, Lorraine seasoned salt, adobo Goya, the red top, okay, with the pepper, the garlic salt, your Alfredo sauce. Honestly, I usually use the one from Dollar Tree that's in the can, but I didn't want to make another store run, so while I was in Walmart, I just got the Alfredo that was there, which is the classic Alfredo. Your pasta, which I'm using the fettuccine, or I think it's fettuccine. Usually I use the box one from Dollar Tree that's like actual pasta, like noodles, but I recently transitioned into this one because I like this one way better. Your chicken breast strips from Tyson, grilled and ready. I used to use sausage, but I transitioned into the chicken breast because, again, I like this better. It tastes better. So I did a little upgrade season. And your épice, your Haitian épice. If you don't know what this is, you don't know how to make it, I'll think about making a tutorial on that. But other than that, go on YouTube and check out how to make that, and there somebody will show you how to make that bad boy right there, right there. And I just want to give you a heads up, everybody's épice is not the same. Some people's épice is more green, it's more orange, or whatever. Mine's usually orange, so yeah, but it all is supposed to just give it flavor and all that good stuff. So this is everything that you would need to make my pasta in specific. Guys, I actually forgot that I do use a little bit of oregano at the end. And you're gonna need your oil. I use the Crisco Pure Canola Oil. Let's get started. So you want to start by getting your pots out, or at least I start with getting my pots out. My huge pan, so that the chicken can fry and I can put all the pasta in here and everything else in the long run, in the end. That's where it's gonna be at, okay? First thing I like to do, I usually like to get my chicken going, for the simple fact that the pasta, you know, only takes like 13 minutes to boil, and that's not enough time for you to do everything, and you don't want it to just sit there on the side by itself, just hanging out. Because this is still a little cold, I'm gonna let it defrost in some hot water, and I'll work on the Alfredo sauce part of making the sauce. So boom, this would be the chicken in the hot water, just letting that, I was about to say cool down. Not cool down, what's the word I'm looking for? Defrost. Defrost. So now we're gonna get into making the sauce. That's my phone. So I have my two, whatchamacallits, and these are a part of the blender. So I like to blend it so that all my sauces, I mean, not all my sauces, so that all the sauce is like nicely blended. That Alfredo, classic Alfredo. Why the Alfredo look like that? Oh, I'm just tripping. This is my Alfredo. That Alfredo have some Lactaid milk. I'm gonna put a little bit of milk in here. Put a little bit in the other one too. Like to use milk sometimes, like very rarely milk, or I'll use heavy whipping cream. Now I grab my ippies and my spices and I just go crazy. Get a little chunk and just put that in there. So that I'm gonna do in the sink. In fact, that's gonna take too long, and just kind of go a little crazy with it because that Alfredo is thick. A heads up, I eyeball all of this and then I just taste test, so don't really ask me for no measurements because I don't know. Get a little blending going. Alright guys, our sauces is done. Now we're gonna get into the chicken. The chicken feels pretty much, yeah, like it's separated enough to where I need it to be. So now I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna put it in there. Chunks and just kind of toss it in there. Trying to get these into like pieces and not so like chunks like this, and just start cutting pieces, okay? I finished cutting up all my chicken pieces. As you can see, there we are. So now I'm about to get into the fun part, one of my favorite parts, okay? Now we about to season this bad boy. We are again taking our ippies first, right? That's the base or whatever. We take that ippies and we just get a nice big spoon to put in there, and I take a little bit more. We didn't do anything else yet. We didn't get our noodles ready yet. Nothing is on the stove yet. Nothing is on the stove. The last ingredient that I actually forgot to show you guys is the Sazón Goya. Okay, cooking is not about keeping your hands clean by getting your hands a little dirty. Next step would be to get the big boy out, get that on the stove, get that going, and fry that chicken. And I got that on about 6. Yeah, I have it on 6 so that I can fry that really good. That thing right there is hot too. And now we just let that fry till it gets a little brown. Once we see it get a little brown, then we'll be able to get into boiling our pasta. All right, guys, so this is getting a little brown now. It's getting a little color to it. I put it up higher just a little bit. And what I actually forgot is I like to sometimes put a little wine in there. So, taking my Verdi, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of Verdi in here. That should be good enough. And I'm gonna put a little bit of Parmesan. Get a little bit of butter in the mix and put some more oil. I'll go ahead and put my fettuccine noodles in the pot to boil for 15 or so minutes. Just wanted to really show you guys more in depth the brown of this. You know what I'm saying? Put my water in there, put this on high. Zoe, say hello, hello, okay. Now what I like to do with this is I'll put a little bit of oil so the fettuccine does not stick to each other. Then I like to put a little bit of seasoning to get on that fettuccine, preferably my complete seasoning. So I put and once it starts boiling, I'll put the fettuccine in here. And you want to put your chicken on low because it's pretty fried for the most part. And once this is done, we'll just take that over, put it in there. Probably put your timer on 10, 12-ish minutes. What does it say? But usually the other box is 12 to 15 minutes. So I'll put it like 13 minutes. Guys, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for it to be boiling. Boiling. And you don't want to leave this yet until all your pasta is inside. So slowly but surely it's like sinking in a little bit. The pasta's sinking in, so you just swing it in the opposite direction so it can continue to fall. And now set your timer. 13 minutes, we wait, okay? And I actually took this off, the chicken off, because it was a little too hot. So I'm gonna put it back. So I'm gonna let this get hot. Again, just a little bit, not too much. I have it on 4. I'll let it get hot a little bit. And then I'll put my Alfredo in here. This would have still been frying. It's just, I kind of left it for a few minutes. And so it fried a little bit more than it like kind of, I don't want to say should have, but I should have, the amount of time that it took me to do what I was doing, I should have already had this on the stove. So it kind of took away from this multitasking process. So I actually just put the Alfredo sauce in here, and this is cooking in there. This is not all the Alfredo sauce. This is just some. I actually forgot my peppers. Got an orange pepper. I'll cut this a little bit and put that in there. For now, I'm just gonna toss in those 2 peppers, get some flavor going. If you have a pair of these, they will come in handy. This is what I'm gonna use to get my pasta, out of here. Here's the pasta. That's what it's looking like. Okay. That's what it's looking like right there. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm about to get into some good eats. If you follow this recipe, make sure to DM me your pictures. Send me your pictures, your videos, whatever, of BB's famous pasta. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.